Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Basement Card Collector. Today's video is going to be a TTM return video, our 37th TTM return. Today we have two returns, and for the week, TTM stands for Through the Mail Autographs. We send out requests, we find an address, we send out requests, and we just wait for the returns and see what we get. I do not open the letters. I do trim the side, but I don't actually take anything out until we're recording. And just three past successes here, Mr. Andre Dawson. And I pulled two NBA hoops to go with the All-Star weekend that just happened. Mr. Robert Parrish on the All-Star card. You can see Miami 1990. And three-point contest winner, Mr. Craig Hodges of those early 90s Chicago Bulls teams. So all the sports, non-sports, you name it, you can find an address, send them out, and we see who we get. Let's take a peek. Here's an old return. Here you can see Mr. Charlie Huff on this 1978 Topps. Just looks really cool. I've been trying to send out some of those 70s. In my world, 70s are vintage. I started collecting in 1989, so anything back in 78 just seems super old, even though it's not. But this is coming back from Brockton, Mass, February 13. The envelope is pretty beat up. You can see we've got a shark bite there on the bottom. Let's see. Got a blue mark. Oh. Oh man, what a great return. Do you recognize that autograph out there, Red Sox fans? This is actually one of our new kind of projects we're starting, and I'd seen several people get back Mr. Jim Lonborg. He signed all 4 cards. Oh my goodness. You might be wondering, what's he got to do with 2023? Well, I'm starting a new project here, and it's probably going to be a ever-growing project, but I'm trying to get some of the old, I shouldn't even say that, that's not even the word, award winners. And so for him, he's been a great TTM person. Mr. Johnny Serena just showed a video of these action pack cards. You're right, they do look great. Here on these old greats cards, actually pulled this from the set to send, and here's the Sports Illustrated card. Greats of the game. He was the Cy Young Award winner in 1967. Boston, Boston great. He signed all 4 cards, and he is going to be the first. I just sent out a small batch of, let's put Jim on all 4 of these. Can we do that? We'll tell you what, we'll spin this, and this Red Sox card we'll lay that right there. Mr. Jim Lonborg, he was a pitcher for a long time. He had some arm troubles at the end, and then he also went into the dentistry business. And so he was a long-time dentist after he retired, which is really cool, just like a secondary career. And he retired from that also not too long ago. But I also, in my note, I usually ask a question or two, and I tried to ask him, where do you keep your sport memorabilia? Do you keep it? Do you have it in an office? Do you keep it in a room? He says, I do have an office at my home where I keep some memorabilia and the Cy Young Award. So there you go. When those folks win those trophies, where do they put them? Has it in his office at home. So there you go. Mr. Jim Lonborg answered the questions on the index card and signed 4 of 4. What a great start. 4 of 4. Return number 2 coming from Metroplex, Michigan. And again, this is kind of one of those new projects. I would love to get them TTM'd. I'm also just going to get a binder and put all of the All-Star cards, the Diamond Kings, the Gold Cups, Cy Young Award winners, just a cool binder, a couple pages, have the 92 tops, the 93 tops, and go forward, go backwards. And if I can get him TTM'd, even better. I mean, how cool is that? Ron Gant, he's a great TTMer out there if you're looking to get started in this little hobby. Metroplex, Michigan. Don't remember who we have. I do know who this is now. Index cards. We put those in there for backing, but occasionally they get signed, just like the Mr. Longboard did over there. Let's do this. We have Mr. Frank Tanana. And several of you out there in the TTM world have picked this up. And this used to be autographed by him, I've heard. Now it's kind of printed on there, but he gives the little testimonial card with the cards that he sends, which I think is really neat too. You can see there the Frank. And I've been doing this also, just sticking in a sticker more for just cool factor. And so I love the 89 tops. So if you have one of those, for sure sending those out. So Frank signed the 89 tops. Ooh, I love that. That's the 76 tops. Didn't sign the gold, that's okay. And I sent this other sticker, which seems to be, oh man, that looks super cool. There you go on the Angels card. So he didn't sign the 93 gold. That's actually his last tops card. I thought that gold has a pretty cool look to it. He did sign the holographic sticker. That's cool. So there you go. He signed 4 of the cards I sent. And again, I asked him if he wanted to keep one. Please feel free to do so. But my favorite set is that 89 tops. And he's a pitcher that just pitched forever, and now he's a great TTMer. That 76, I mean, this guy pitched for a long time. I think his last year was 94. I think he had like a 94, like, tops update or something like that. Tops traded, I don't know. But I love the 89 tops, and that's probably my favorite. But I'm also just trying to get some of those 70s, so this will go great with the Charlie Huff. And again, I'll just get a little page of 1970s. I have a Don Kissinger and now a Frank Tanana. So super cool. 2 pitcher returns. You can't beat that. We'll put Frank right here. We'll put Frank right here with Mr. Jim Lonborg. Couple Tigers cards, a couple sticker cards. What a great return there. We got two longtime MLB pitchers just for taking the time to write a letter, and this TTM business is pretty cool for reasons just like that. Thank you, Jim Longborg. Thank you, Frank Tanana. Thank you out there for watching, and we'll see you next time.